DC has a vast list of sorcerers and sorceresses, and one such notable character is Jinx, who was recently introduced in the live-action series Teen Titans. Although the character's backstory in the series signifies her to be one of Dick's lovers, there are different iterations in the animated shows and the comics. Regardless of any form of media, Jinx is an extremely powerful character who possesses immense magical powers. Her name was mentioned as one of the members of different criminal organizations like the Fearsome Five, Injustice League, etc. On certain occasions, she has also assisted the Teen Titans. In today's video, we will explore and unfold the different appearances of Jinx throughout different media and explore them further to understand more about the character at play. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a whole lot. So thank you, and let's begin.
Miserable.
How did Jinx develop into a powerful supervillain in the Teen Titans animated series? In the Teen Titans TV series, Jinx made her first appearance in the Final Exam episode released on July 19, 2023. Created by writer Marv Wolfman and artist Chuck Patton, Jinx was showcased as a crime partner and love interest of a boy named Leo. The two worked together for quite some time until he broke up with her to become a new supervillain known as Kid Cold and teamed up with his younger sister Katie, who was popular in the crime world known as Ice Kate. Being alone, Jinx joined Hive, the academy for upcoming teenage supervillains. She had joined Hive with Mammoth and Gizmo, and they all graduated as class toppers. Upon being noticed, they were appointed by a mysterious supervillain, Slade, to showcase their prowess by defeating the Teen Titans. They managed to take down the Titans on two occasions, first by knocking out Robin in a sneak attack, and the second by taking over the Teen Titans headquarters. However, their victory was short-lived as the team of teen superheroes managed to beat them out of their headquarters. At some point, the Teen Titans encountered the Hive during their bank robbery. They managed to escape, but not for long, as Robin had planted a tracking device on Jinx's costume. The Teen Titans tracked Hive's academy and let Cyborg infiltrate, disguised as Stone. Although Cyborg managed to pull off his disguise successfully, his cover was soon blown by the new headmaster of Hive. Sometime later, the team of supervillains from Hive tried robbing a museum, but it was an utter disaster as the speedster known as Kid Flash recovered all the stolen items from them. With no workable strategy against the super speed, they retreated to their base. The repeated failures against the Teen Titans made Jinx feel like a loser, and the only way that it could be changed was by proving herself good enough to go against the big leagues. Developing her connections with Madame Rogue of the Brotherhood of Evil, she encountered Kid Flash once again, only to capture him this time. Kid Flash tried escaping his confinement but was taken by Jinx using the Electro Stunner. Despite all her attempts to reserve her place in the Brotherhood of Evil, she was rebuked by the Madame Rogue. Engaging in a brief fight with Madame Rogue, Jinx left Hive. She no longer participated in the criminal activities and assisted the Teen Titans in their various adventures. When the Brotherhood of Evil was finally defeated, Kid Flash and Jinx moved to Keystone City and fought crime together. The New Earth story arc presents an Indian sorceress. In the Tales of Teen Titans issue 56 titled Fearsome Five -1, Jinx was showcased as an Indian sorceress. She was born in India and acquired her sorcery skills at an East Indian temple along with 4 others. Once she learned everything, she slaughtered her teachers and peers in hopes of being the sole wielder of divine knowledge. With her magical abilities and brutal nature, Jinx turned out to be an extremely powerful sorceress. Released in August 1985, the issue introduced Jinx to the comics as the newest member of a dreadful team of villains known as the Fearsome Five. Created by Dr. Light for the sole purpose of defeating the Teen Titans, Fearsome Five consisted of Gizmo, Shimmer, Simon, Mammoth, and Dr. Light himself. The issue begins with a few henchmen of Gizmo invading Star Researching Hospital in New York to steal a highly radioactive package that had just arrived at the lab. The package wasn't an ordinary one, as it contained the encapsulated form of a nuclear-powered supervillain Neutron. Neutron had once fought Superman, and with him in the team, the Fearsome Five would definitely take higher grounds of concern for the world. Gizmo's henchmen shot anyone who came in their way and did not comply, and finally were about to retrieve the package before Raven arrived and took control of the situation. With her mystical powers, Raven tormented the henchmen with the exact feeling of dying, delivering an excruciating amount of mental pain. After a while, Raven felt the presence of a little girl who had been guiding Raven to Star Labs. She went behind the doors and found a little girl in a wheelchair. Dr. Clyburn had been treating the child and, with all other options, ruled out that she wanted to use Neutron's energy to cure the child, which is why Neutron was brought to Star Labs. Raven had previously helped but never cured anyone, but she took another try, counting on the strength of Trigon's power from within. She cured the little girl and all of the patients in the ward and left while the henchmen managed to take away Neutron. Meanwhile, Garfield Mark Logan, aka the Beast Boy, meets Joseph Wilson, aka Jericho, and Adrenaline Wilson at the airport, who had just returned from Geneva. Beast Boy had previously offended Jericho with his bad behavior and so sought this moment to apologize to him. Fearsome Five later broke into the Tri-State prison and were immediately confronted by Nightwing, Wonder Girl, and Starfire, and arrested. This was, however, a part of their plan, as the primary motive was to release another encapsulated superpowered woman called Jinx. Titan Season 4 introduces her in a badass avatar. Released on November 3rd, 2022, the HBO Max series Teen Titans introduced Jinx just like they introduced Barbara Gordon in Season 3. The character design for Jinx in the TV show drew its ideas from both the comics and the animated series, making her a badass indeed. Similar to her comics counterpart, Jinx could showcase a wide array of magical powers by being in contact with the land. The twist of showcasing Jinx and Dick Grayson working together signifies the animated version in which she occasionally assisted the Teen Titans. Written by Jamie Gorenberg and directed by Boris Mavjovsky, Episode 3, titled Jinx, begins with the Teen Titans bringing Rachel back to their headquarters alive after their encounter with Bennett, aka Mother Mayhem. Leaving Tim to train, Dick and Corey leave for Gotham to recruit a new team member. It was Jinx who had just previously been in a romantic relationship with Dick. We then get a glimpse of Jinx, played by Lisa Imbalavander, who had just been released from her solitary confinement. With her feet touching the ground, she instantly transformed into a human tornado and vanished. However, being an excellent detective, Dick was aware of Jinx's knack for stealing valuable trinkets and treasures, and inferred that she must be after something expensive and powerful. Dick and Corey soon intercept Jinx, who is about to retrieve the powerful box. The two arrived in the nick of time, and Corey snatched the box from her. Corey curiously opened it, only to see a beating heart which instantly turned into a stone. Jinx surrendered and was unable to retrieve Corey back, and she advised Dick to find the dark elf Lironi who made the spell. With no other option in hand, Dick agreed to follow Jinx and soon met Lironi. After taking down the elf, Dick realized that he was being played by Jinx. Jinx had the capability to revert back Corey, but she lied in order to get Dick's help in stealing some of Lironi's artifacts. Dick confronted Jinx and learned that she had a death mark for $5 million that she owed, and all these restless attempts to steal priceless artifacts were to free herself from debt, simply put. Dick then offered Jinx the requisite amount of money in exchange for her help in reverting Corey. The two eventually returned to the vault where Corey's body was kept, and Jinx revived her. Corey then stated that while being transformed into a stone, she had visions of her trainer and Tamarin Sadira foretelling her destiny. What made Jinx so powerful? Jinx had a wide range of powers and abilities which were often different in the different forms of media. In the animated series, Jinx is an excellent gymnast and a powerful sorceress. She can manipulate objects around her and also project concussive blasts of energy. In the comics, however, she was further specified to be an elemental sorceress with immense power. She had spent years learning the art of magic and drew her energy from Earth. Once she is in a physical contact with Earth, she can can literally manipulate anything, be it fire, earth, air, or any physical object. She also had the ability to fly, probably because she could manipulate air. The live-action TV showcased similar powers and abilities except for her ability to cast strong illusions, which was shown in the live-action series only.
Second thought. Nah.
Conclusion. No matter which form of media is to be considered, Jinx is one of the most prominent characters in the list of powerful sorceresses. Her ability to control any physical object along with fire, water, and air makes her fall amongst the list of DC's big guns. However, it is to be noted that her powers are derived from Earth, and if she kept out of any physical contact with Earth, she is rendered powerless. But it can be inferred that in the live-action series, Jinx's solitary confinement did not allow her to get any physical contact with Earth, so who knows? But we have finally concluded our video today on Jinx, and we sincerely hope that you all liked it. And if you liked our content, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. And in the meantime, have a good one and be safe. Thank you, everybody.